Make a date with Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei at 6 a.m. from Monday to Saturday on Graphic Online via Facebook and YouTube as he expounds on matters of faith. Graphic Online, truth and accuracy every day.
Hello, this is Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei of Living Scripts International, bringing you matters of faith with Graphic Online. And this morning I'd like to capture my thoughts with a couple of interesting P's. P. And I like to call it PERILOUS, PREJUDICIal, PROCLIVITIES. Do you remember in the book of Acts, chapter 27, from 37 to 39, there's an interesting convo there between Paul and the captain. Now, Paul was a prisoner and the captain was the president of the situation. Now they set out on a journey. Paul was not a sailor. At best, he was a lawyer. And maybe he had learned the law of the sea, but he might not have learned the weather of the sea or something like that. But the captain was the boss. He was the boatia. He was the organ in the ship. He was the one who was in charge. And then Paul made a statement, and Paul said, "Hey, I think I have been warned by God that this journey is going to be a very dangerous journey. And if we're not very careful, we may lose our lives." Paul wants to talk to the captain. He wants to advise the captain. But the attitude of the captain is very, very interesting. He was asking Paul, "What do you know about the sea? What do you know about sailing? You know nothing. And so would you just shut up and stay in your lane and stay in your corner being a prisoner?" In the end, that journey became very, very perilous. It was very dangerous because the captain looks at Paul and says, "You don't know anything." So prejudice. You don't know anything. And his propensity or his disposition was, I know. Sometimes you might be very, very surprised. There might be people who might have certain vital information, and that vital information will save you, and they'll prevent you from harm's way. But you guess what? You will not want to listen to them because you look at them through the eyeglasses of prejudice. Who is this? Or who do you think you are? I know more than you, and therefore you cannot advise me. Perilous, prejudicial propensities. You know what? Naaman had to listen to a little girl for him to be cleansed of his leprosy. Sometimes the people you don't even respect, out of their mouth can come nuggets of wisdom and knowledge that might be able to save you. Do you remember the wedding feast at Cana of Galilee? The Bible made a simple statement. The servant knew where the wine was coming from, but the master, the Ogbontia, he didn't know where the wine was coming from. Be very, very careful that by your disposition or by your propensities or by your proclivities or penchant towards, you might ignore or you might carry away very sound, useful information that might save you from harm's way or remove you from harm's way because of where you said, "Well, this is just a piece of advice. You can take it or leave it. The choices are always yours. See you later."